black and white card for you today. Really simple. Shows off the new Striplet, one of the new Portuguese dyes. I think you'll enjoy today's video. And the dyes and the sentiments we'll be using are the stacked diamond Striplet. It's absolutely stunning, isn't it? As well as the Sintra dye from our Portuguese collection. And the sentiment today will be featured from our A5 stamp set from Creative Expressions called Special Sentiments. Right, so to begin with, I've already gone ahead and cut one of the stacked diamond striplets, and I've only used the inside cutting die on this, not the outside cutting edge. So we'll go ahead and cut the second one and you can see it. So a little bit of removable tape. And I'm going to try and line this up just about even with the first one that we've cut. Try to eyeball that. You can measure it if you like. I'm just a by eye type of person. Pop that down on my cutting plate and run this through the grand caliper. Now I'm just letting that hang off the other side of that, so it's no problem whatsoever. There we go. Let's see how we've done. Looks really nice here. In fact, I'll tell you what, let's use our tool-in-one and take out some of those bits. Get it off of there. Pop that back into place, and I will just move these into the bin. So you can see how pretty that is. It's taking out all the extra bits right there. Okay, so next thing we're going to do is we're going to put a self-adhesive sticky sheet behind this. So let me move this to the side. And I've gone ahead and put a piece of sticky adhesive sheet on a piece of black card because we're going to be using a product called Ebony Ice. So the black, it needs a black background behind it because it's a black glitter. So let me just peel the other side of that backing card off. Get it started from this end here. There we go. We'll pop that on the back of this one here, and let me get it as close as I can. Right to the edge, but covering all of that. There. And do this other side. Peel that off. Just pop that down on there. And you can just use the waxy side of that release paper to make sure that it's adhered really nicely there. Okay. Now, I'm going to use some copy paper underneath me. Ebony Ice tends to be a little bit staticky, but it's really pretty when you use it, so it's worth it. But let's just see how pretty that is. And they're little kind of cylindrical pieces of this glitter, so it doesn't fill in like a regular glitter because the particle sizes are so large. So that's why you want to use the black behind it. So any little area won't show through. I'm just going to burnish them in there. Put a little bit more. And what's interesting about this glitter is it's really soft. I don't know how to describe it until you feel it. It's not like a regular glitter at all. So pretty though. Okay, so make sure it's nice and burnished in there. And I'm just going to use a tissue and wipe away some of the extra bits here. Do a little tapping. We'll clean this up a little bit better, but this is what I was talking about, very static, so you want to make sure to get them all off of here. Okay, now let's do this other side. Roll that in, get all those sticky areas. All the way down. A little bit more right there. Okay. See if I can move as many of those away. Let me just tidy this up a little bit with a brush. Take all my little extra bits off. There we go. There's a few. Okay, so now you can see it's got a really pretty, lovely ebony ice glimmer coming through there. So we'll pop that onto our backing piece. And I've done a black and white matting on that. And I think let's just use, I'll tell you what, let's just use a little bit of Cosmic Shimmer glue for this. do a quick mat on it. Right in the middle. Slide that around, try and get it a little more even. There we go, that's not too bad. Okay, so we'll work from there and go on to our centerpiece. Now I went ahead and cut the Sintra in white using the inside piece, and then I used just the outside cutting edge to back it in the black, but I'm going to cut it into a frame. And I find the easiest way to do this is to cut them together. So what we can do is reseat that die back into the same spot it was cut out of the white one, and we will tape that back into place. And let's move that to the side, and we'll just do a quick little bit of cutting here. That way you can be sure to get that frame nice and even. Here we go. And do all my tape, carefully peeling that away to be used again. You can see how you get a really nice clean frame now that way. Okay, so put this back onto my magnetic sheet and we'll move forward a little bit. Now I went ahead and stamped the sentiment, and I've covered it already with a sticky adhesive sheet. So I'm just going to lift the edges of that up. And this time we're going to be using our diamond snow. So let me bring a different piece of copy paper forward. Put that down. Glitter that up nice. It's a nice bold sentiment. I've stamped it in black, so the glitter just creates a little bit of extra highlight to it. You can see very easily through it there. Make sure I cover enough of that. Burnish it all into the sticky adhesive sheet, and we'll tap off our extra bit. Pour it back in. Barely uses any at all. There we go. Okay, so I went ahead and did one of these beforehand with a little bit of mounting foam on the back to raise it up. We'll peel off the backing, and because I've got the glitter on there, I'll add some glue to the back of this mounting foam for a really nice adhesion to it. It's nice if you can actually let this sit for a few minutes to get nice and tacky, but I think we'll work around that. There we go. Just lean over and center that sentiment right in the middle of that. That looks pretty good. Give it just a few seconds to set up, and let me clean away some of my little bits, and then we'll trim the excess away. Okay, scissors, there we are. I can actually find them. So I just like to go underneath here and trim around that, just so the extra bit gets taken away, because it won't show. Be careful not to cut through your frame. So you can see I'm angling my scissors quite steeply so I get away from that frame there. Hold that as I go. Get in there. And then just check the back to see if there's any areas that might need a little tidying, that might stick out a little bit, but I think we're on good hands there. And we can finish this off so easily. Let's just put a piece of mounting foam down the center of that. That'll hold it nicely. So you can have a really quick, very easy, simple card in not too much time, but it's quite elegant, I think, for just about any occasion. Don't you think that? And it's framed so beautifully with those stacked striplets and the Ebony Ice. That's it for today's video, but if you want to see more cards that I've done, you can go straight to my blog, which is www.partycraft.blogspot.com. Hope to see you there soon.